Yeah, one of the most 30th anniversary review of Waterworld from 1995. 30 years ago. Yeah. It's also the 30th anniversary of when my parents and I moved in here to the condos. Yeah, 30 years ago. It was like the 30th anniversary already passed, so it was like in May or June. Yeah. Oh well. All the same. It's the Waterworld 30th anniversary review. I saw it in the theaters, and then I also saw it on home video with my friends back in the day. Yeah, it was fun being a teenager, right? Because it was like low responsibility, and then it was like high entertainment. So it was like low responsibility, maximum entertainment, and that was pretty cool because it was like, well, we're teenagers, right? So it's like, what our responsibility is to go to school, and then after that, it's fun time, and that was, I mean, more or less, especially in middle school, but. I remember just being over at my friend's house all the time and just playing video games and watching movies just all the time. We were teenagers. So yeah, it was fun being a teenager, just watching movies and playing video games all the time. So what do adults do now? Like baby boomers, like older people, they watch movies to have a good time, or they go see the movies, or they have Netflix, they stream, they watch movies. Movies. Yeah, I mean, I guess what is the appeal of movies? Well, I guess it's like a story, and it's like movies. Story is a reflection of the human condition, being a human being. So that's why people watch it, because it's like a mirror into ourselves, and so that's that's my theorem anyway, right? So the story goes. Because of global warming, they called it global warming 30 years ago. When I was growing up, they called it global warming, the burning of fossil fuels and hydrocarbons that would cause devastating effects to the Earth's climate. And now they call it climate change. Well, the climate always changes. I mean, at least if you called it global warming, then that would make sense. It's climate change. The climate always changes, right? Everything always changes. What are you talking about? The earth change. The great change. Like, there's not a perpetual change in life and planets and solar systems and universes and galaxies and everything. I thought the entire system was a perpetual change. Eternally changing. No, there's one change that's bad, and then it's eternally bad, and then it never changes back to medium or good or great. It's the final change, the climate change. So anyways, Waterworld. Yeah. Back in the days of global warming, where those deadly hydrocarbons, those dead dinosaur biomass, was threatening the Earth's polar ice caps, and they would all melt. So in Waterworld, in the dystopian future of Waterworld, the ice caps have all melted because of the global warming or whatever, and now the Earth is just all water because the North and South poles have melted all their ice, and it's now Waterworld, which was like they have Disney World, they have Astroworld, and then when Astroworld was open in Houston, Texas, they had this water park. It was called Waterworld. Very creative. Wet World. They had one called Wet and Wild or some shit. No, I like this one in Texas that I used to go to with me and my family back in the 90s. It was called Fame City Waterworks. I like that, the Waterworks. It sounded pretty cool. And the one in North Houston, Spring, that's gone downhill over the last 30 years or so, is Splashtown, Hurricane Harbor, USA, I think, right? Something like that. I like Splashtown back in the day. When I was a teenager, all the lifeguards were required because of Baywatch to dress like Baywatch babes, like Pamela Anderson. And so it was great because like all the girls were in red bikinis and shit. I gotta admit that Baywatch look was pretty cool. I mean, just everybody wearing all red and stuff. It's like, yeah. Thank you, Baywatch, for that trend in lifeguard and female swimwear. So, Waterworld is in the post-dystopian apocalypse where global warming has destroyed the northern and the southern polar ice caps, and has led to the Earth being covered in water, hence the name Waterworld. Waterworld. Wow. So now the remnants, the survivors, have started. They have built floating cities to cope. To cope. So now they live in floating shanty ghettos of crime and filth, and it's basically Waterworld is like Mad Max but on the water, where it's not like a desert wasteland, it's a water wasteland. And so there's an evil outfit led by Dennis Hopper. He looks like a He-Man villain in this. And then they have the hot Jeannie Triplehorn trying to protect her and her daughter, played by Tina Majorino, and they're trying to survive so that they can. There's a map to dry land, this magical place supposedly on dry land, and there's a map that is going to bring the humans to dry land to restart civilization from its apocalyptic status. Oh, yeah, there's like a lot to explain in this movie. What's going on first? Yeah. And then Kim Coates is a rapist, thief, marauder. So when he's trying to rape Jeannie Triplehorn and Tina Majorino, I guess, the mother and daughter, to the rescue comes Kevin Costner as a fish man. He's part man, part fish, so he can be on above and on the surface like normal humans. And then he also has developed a mutation where he has gills, where he can go deep and go look at the remnants of the underwater human civilization. Yeah. So there's mutant fish, half man, half fish people in this, but they're not like, you know, they just have gills. They just have a like evolutionary adaptation advantage to the circumstances somehow. Yeah. I guess evolution happens, right? Is evolution magic or is it just environmental adaptation? Yeah. Does evolution have to be slow over over hundreds, thousands of years, or does it? Can it actually go faster than that? You know, I'm not sure. I'm not an evolutionary biologist, scientist. Like, if there was a nuclear war, would people start becoming mutants and being like? Some people would develop an adaptation to, survive nuclear winter or harsh radiation or something like that. Ooh. Can life survive and adapt to anything? Or are there some things that are so catastrophic that it wipes out all life? You know, I don't want to see that, but those are interesting questions. Nonetheless, so the fish man wants I think they stole his. Wait. The bad guys, they steal his boat and shit. And the bad guys want the map to dry land. And then he eventually develops feelings or something for the woman. And you see Jeannie Triplehorn's butt cheeks, which amazing butt cheeks. So you see her butt cheeks. Maybe she gives Kevin Costner some poo nanny so that they can go to the dry land. I don't know what the deal is. I kind of forgot that plot point a little bit. I'll give you poo nanny if you protect me and my daughter or something like that. So then, so they got to protect. Oh yeah. The bad guys steal Tina Majorino, Dennis Hopper. Oh, okay. So they have to work together to get the map back and save humanity to get it to redevelop on dry land. And there's lots of jet ski battles and cool aquatic battles. Nice battles. There's a lot of great. Kim Coates as a rapist. That's one of the finest. You know, I've seen other portrayals of rapists. You know, you had Copycat. You had Harry Connick Jr. I've seen, The Accused. I've seen rapists in other movies, but Kim Coates, that was a good portrayal of like a rapist thief. Yeah, a killer rapist. They should have got an Academy Award, Best Supporting Rapist Actor. But maybe second place, Harry Connick Jr. And Copycat. Yeah, that's pretty good. They should have the Academy Award for Best Rapist this year is Kim Coates, Waterworld, 1995. Yeah, Kim Coates, that's a great character actor. Yeah, he did a fine job in this movie. So there's slavery in this movie besides rape, which you add slavery to it, the movie just goes way up. You got slavery too. So the marauding band of Mad Max villains, led by Dennis Hopper, who run an oil tanker, they have all these slaves slaving away, getting the oil so the ship could move around as a floating floating fortress of pirates, basically. Neo-terrorist pirates, marauder, whatever they are, villainous pirates that cruise the water world looking to steal shit, looking for maps to dry land, because it's become a fable after the water apocalypse, after the sea levels rose and destroyed, left humanity underwater. So the myth of the dry land has been getting around to many, many people, good, bad, in between, etc. So there's an old man that's working down below, and he's a slave in the pits of the icky petroleum, and he's an old man. He's like looks like shit. He looks like he's starving and he's suffering. And then at the end of the movie, Kevin Costner, to destroy the tanker, he drops some fire down there, and before everything blows up down in the engine room with the petrol, with the gasoline or diesel or whatever, the oil, he goes, "Thank God!" And then everything blows up, and all the slaves die and everything down there. And so my friends were really religious when we were teenagers, and it was Randy and Jody, and I'm over their house. We're watching Waterworld, and when the old man, when he's about to die, and he goes, "Oh, thank God!" they were laughing their heads off. So it was like the funniest thing to them, because they're real religious, like Christian folk. The Christian folk, they like their, somebody's like, "Oh, Jesus, oh God," they get excited when there's like references to the Bible or something. They get hyped, which is not the case in Indiana Jones in the Kingdom of the Christian of the Crystal Skull. Sorry, of the Christian Skull. My Christian friend was not happy when the UFO came out at the end, because usually the Indiana Jones movies are based on Judeo-Christian mythology. He saw the UFO and he's like, "Ah!" It's like, that has nothing to do with Jesus or God, right? Or Christ or nothing like that. And I'm all laughing. I'm like, "Aliens! The fucking aliens! You're disappointed that there's aliens at the end, huh? That you saw the flying saucer? You want to see the rising Jesus or something?" Yeah, I guess he was disappointed. But not my righteous brothers watching Waterworld years ago. They were happy that he goes, "Oh, thank God," right before he dies, and blows up on the tanker of the enemy, led by Dennis Hopper, the villain from Waterworld. Now, this movie is kind of strange because, one of the biggest budgets in Hollywood, $160 million, was big back in the day, 30 years ago. And also, there were production problems creating floating civilizations on water, on oceans, and all kinds of weather delays, budget delays, all sorts of problemos. Yeah. What's so great about it? It's such a mess. It's just such a big, beautiful mess. It's just such a, it's great because it's the characters aren't great. I think the story's okay. It's really like a guilty pleasure, I think. Yeah. Because you got Dennis Hopper playing the iconic, scene-chewing villain. You got Kevin Costner as the he's trying to play the fish, half human like an anti-hero, like he's like a evil Spock or something like that. Like he's half devoted to the ocean, half human, and then but he really can't deal with humans and all that. So he's kind of like they kind of treat him at first like an anti-hero, and then eventually he becomes just full-blown hero. And but at first he's like, give me my shit. He's kind of like Han Solo-ish at first. And then he falls in love, and then he starts to give a shit and fight for the justice of the humanity and all that. So I don't know if the dialogue is that great. I don't know if the characters and story is all that great. I think that that it's a great guilty pleasure, and not just because of Jeannie Triplehorn's butt cheeks, not just because of butt cheeks. Let's say, is there something else redeeming about it? Kim Coates as a rapist murderer. That was, oh man, his performance is very frightening, and it was great seeing. I guess Kevin Costner play a half man, half fish. Yeah, I guess there's some redeeming. There's jet ski battles. There's boat battles. There's great sea battles. Before Pirates of the Caribbean kind of stole the market on the sea battles. Is there something the movie could have used? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a giant sea battle would have like. I mean, I know there's the battle at the end where he's got to rescue the girl and kill the bad guy and blow up the tanker and kill all the bad guys. I'm talking about like maybe it would have been cool with I mean, I know there was like showdowns in the movie, but I don't. There should have had like a big ass battle. It maybe in the middle of the movie or something. I mean, it was already over budget to begin with, so yeah. So Waterworld, is it good? If you want to be like entertained for 2 hours, fuck yeah. If you think about it too much, then maybe you won't like it. Yeah. If you want to see Dennis Hopper ham it up as a villain, if you want to see the odious horrors of climate change and the odious terror of of global warming and the dystopian Mad Max Waterworld, you're in luck because Kevin Costner's got your back for this one. This movie kind of grows on you. I don't know if it has great replay value. Is it just a product of its time, or does it have a loyal cult following that continues to this day? And of course, Tina Majorino will go on to play Deb in Napoleon Dynamite. And then she would invent the Deb haircut with the ponytail on the side. Those Italian girls always look pretty hot, right? Like Tina Majorino, Alyssa Milano. Those Italian girls, they got it going on, huh? For real. And Waterworld 2 was 2004's Al Gore's Inconvenient Truth. No, that was the prequel to Waterworld. Waterworld, The Inconvenient Truth. Yeah, check it out if you want to. It's yeah. I saw it in the theaters, and then I saw it with my buddies over and over again. And I guess it has pretty good replay value, like to laugh at it. It's so silly. Yeah, but it's a fun laugh though. I think it's a good time. Yeah, not a great movie. Maybe you'd want to watch every day, but definitely for a few laughs, maybe a few brewskis. God bless. Best of success. Peace.